Squad. Hi, you guys. Pop out this chat. What is the cute filter? Turn your sound down. Squad in the house. I got a special co-host. He gonna hang up. Turn it down, Zills. Squad, 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 squad. Shay. Yeah, Shay got the answers, honey. I need somebody with the answers. I need somebody with the answers because I have so many questions right now. How's Zill's gonna hang up on me? Jerome, you know, I don't live in the DMs. I don't live on social media. I be having a life outside the web. So I kind of quit. I got a whole bunch of DMs probably I got to respond to. Yay, Sherry, you made it to the beginning. Zills. Who got the answers? Shay got the answers. Zills wanted me to come on here and talk about relationships and stuff. I am so over relationships. I know he hung up. Zills called me back. I don't know why you acting shady. Why you hang up? Why'd you hang up, Zills? Oh my God, I think he tricked me. Zills talking about go live, go live, go live and say it, go live. Now I feel some kind of way because he hung up on me. We were sitting here talking about, well, yeah, we need answers about crazy Kanye. We need answers about, we just need answers. My shirt says I never sold drugs. Oh, dope. That's what it says, dope. I never sold dope. That's what it says. Oh, so you still watching the game, Zil. See, he tricked me. Anyway, we were having an argument, right? About, I don't even know how we got on this subject about relationships, okay? And Zills posed the question of if someone is deceptive about their sexual preference and you have sex with them, it's consensual, right? But you don't know that they gay. Like if you a guy and you have sex with a girl, you don't know that she's a lesbian. Or if you're a girl who has sex with a guy, you're unaware that he really likes men. So, and you find out after the fact, right? Zil said it's against the law. I said it is not. Zills swore me up and down that it's akin to if someone is HIV positive and they have sex with you. And I said, no, it's not. My position on it is damn near everybody in Atlanta would be locked up if that was the case. Because there's so many people, like they keep talking about the DL dudes, whatever. They keep talking about, gay dudes who still sleep with women with protection. Let's just, Kaylin, they have protection. Let's just say everybody's protected. Everybody's using condoms. We ain't even, but anyway. So it's not against, it's against my law too, look, girl, but it's not against the law. Morally, I think it is corrupt, but it's not something you can get locked up for, is it? Let me know. I have questions because Zills just swore me up and down. See, Jerome said no one is obligated to inform you of their sexual orientation or identity. I don't know about that. Well, I guess they're not legally obligated, but aren't they morally obligated? So and the reason that he brought up, I guess, if a man has sex with a lesbian and he doesn't know she's a lesbian. And I said, well, if a woman has sex with a man and doesn't know that he likes men, like it's the same thing, but I don't think it's against the law, Zills. I Googled it. I mean, I didn't find any answers. I just want the answers from the people. I said morally it is wrong. So Zills owes me money. Because it is not against the law. I asked Zills to send me the law. He refuses to because I feel like he cannot find it because I don't feel like there is one. I know if you, Cupcake Girl, that's what we said. If you have an STD and you don't tell someone, that is affecting their health. If you have been diagnosed with an STD and you know you have an STD and you knowingly have sex with someone and you give them that STD, that is a crime. We know that. But I know Zills ain't gonna answer. Let me see if he's gonna answer. Zills hung up, so I know he ain't gonna answer. Oh, punk. He gonna answer now that I called him by his name. I didn't mean it. I apologize. I didn't mean it. Wouldn't a down low man? He answered. Wouldn't a down low man be considered bisexual? I guess, Corey. I mean, I don't know what he's considered because this. Zills, you're an asshole. I don't know what a down low man would be considered. I mean, he could be a gay man who just don't want to live as a gay man. I mean, that doesn't mean he's bisexual. Bisexuals choose to, or enjoy sex with men and women. I don't know. I'm not the sex expert here. I just had a question. I just have so many questions. Teach me. I don't know. It is your right to have sex with who you want. No, that's not your right to have sex with who you want. It is you and your partner's right to consent to sex with each other. But it's not if you wanted to have sex with me or somebody else and I didn't want to have sex with you, it's not your right to have sex with me. So no, that statement is wrong. But it is your right to choose who you want to engage in sex with, and their right to choose to have sex with you or not. So my thing is, if it is consensual between you and he, or you and she, or he and he, or she and she, if it is consensual, then you find out later that he or she actually enjoys sex with someone who is another gender than you. How is that a law? That means the person is not honest. Hello, Zills.
It's against the law.
What did you say?
It's against the law.
Why you speaking so low? Speak louder. What? Kevin. He's such an asshole. Why was he whispering? Why is he acting like it is not a crime to be a liar? Exactly. I think you would have to sue them civilly if you were going to sue him. That was like real stalkerish and strange, Zills, and I'm gonna need you to do better with the internet. Some people are sexually fluid and they don't have to tell you who they've had sex with, how many people, or what they identify as. That is true, Jerome. I guess no one has to tell anyone anything, but if you are wouldn't you want someone to be honest with you? I mean, if you're being honest with them about what your sexual preference is, it should be my choice whether I want to have sex with you if you're not a straight male, you know what I'm saying, for me, or if you're a gay male, if you have sex with another gay man, shouldn't it be your choice if he likes to sleep with women, whether you want to sleep with him? I'm not putting it all on straight people. I'm just saying in general, isn't it your choice? Shouldn't it be your choice? And then when people lie to you about what their preference is, then it's taking that choice away from you. Is it not? Jojo Real Dangerous said, you're wrong, Zills. Cash out me my dough. Cash out me my dough. Thank you, Wakanda World. Thank you so much. I'm waiting on my money, Zills. Got a time limit. I'm adding interest. It's 10:45. If I don't have it by 11, you're going to owe double. Orientation should be asked about on the first date. Hell, before the first date, if you met online. That is true. But what if, and I'm just making, little hypothetical situations. What if the person that you just assume that, I'm not throwing up the A sign because my nails are awful right now. But what if you just assume that this person was straight and you have intimate relations with them, and then you find out later that they're not straight? Nobody's gonna get locked up over that. But yes, the person did take your choice away, Zills. I didn't dispute that. It's wrong. But like I said, it's not against the law. DM men want to have cake and eat it too, but I don't want you to do the same thing. That's when you're considered a hoe. Pretty much. Sex that involves feces. Jacqueline, sex is germy anyway. So you see, you say feces. It could be a man and a woman and it can involve feces. So that's kind of a moot point. So that is why casual sex is not optimum. You're at risk. True, drama queen. No casual sex. And like when we introduced this scenario, we said everyone's wearing condoms and taking whatever prep. You know me, I don't know. They doing everything they can, so everybody's covered. Female condoms, male condoms, everybody's safe. I'm just, you said you ain't having sex no more. No, don't give it up. Don't give it up. We need to survive. We need the race and the whole world. We need everybody to repopulate the earth. Well, if you give up having sex, what's gonna happen? You never said the sex of the partner. You said feces. Okay, Jacqueline, you're right. I said you're right. Sex is germy. It is what it is. You can sue your partner if he infects you with HIV. You should be able to sue him if he infects you with anything, honestly. Casual sex should have went out with the 90s. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. You should tell Usher that. Yes, they have female condoms. Abstinence is a great choice. It's the best choice. You said you don't want nobody touching you. Amazing. Yeah, but anyway. How do I feel about dating in Atlanta? I feel it can be difficult. It is difficult. The slim pickings, but it's possible. You do have to, keep your eyes open. But, experience is a wonderful teacher. Infecting someone with HIV is considered murder. Whoa. Everyone likes a little strange every now and then. I don't know about everyone, People today crazy. You're right. People will not tell you everything about themselves. And it's sad, but I'm just saying, when you decide to engage, I guess it's up to you both. You can't put the entirety of the situation on your partner. You got to take some of the blame or some of the responsibility. Blame is a big word to use, but you have to take some of the responsibility to protect yourself. Where Josh? I don't know. Call him. Over on justasuperstar.com. Josh does not live with me. Actually, me and Josh fell out. We ain't speaking no more. I hate Josh. I cannot stand him. That's why you date first. Exactly. Date. And dating to a lot of people means a lot of different things. But to me, a date is a date. A date means the bedroom and sex and everything else. But, if you single, keep it real. It's easy to say keep it real. Can you sue men who say they have no kids and you sleep with them, get married? And exactly, Jerome, you can. That's the same scenario. Well, sort of, kind of, but not really. I wish you could. I guess you could sue. Because the wife can sue the mistress. Why can't the mistress sue the man who lied? Didn't Fantasia do that? Well, no. Fantasia's daughter, is it her son, her Fantasia's son's father was married, and the wife had Fantasia in a divorce and said that Fantasia caused the rift in their divorce. So yeah, I mean, it can be done. Well, if they don't know, that's a different thing. But if they do know and they knowingly infect someone else, that is definitely a crime. Princess and princess. They're gonna be talking about me and Josh ain't friends no. We are not friends no more. We're not. You should date first, get to know someone, and then decide. You said the first year before you have sex with them. I mean, you know, that's a good time frame, but I don't feel like you should put a number on it. I just don't think you should have sex within the first week or two. But it's, you know, some people get to know people quicker than others. Hi, Naftalia. Hold on. Okay, well, since y'all have answered the question and Zills haven't sent me my $20 yet, we were talking about like relationships. We were talking about all kind of things, and like, it's just difficult being. Hold on, I'm trying to read this thing. Being in the space that I'm in, especially in dating. When is an appropriate time to ask how many sexual partners the other has had? For me, probably the before we have sex, whenever that is. You know, it's a question to be had, because if I'm having sex, it's not casual. So, I mean, the conversation is going to be had. It's going to be brought up sometime within the weeks, months, or whatever leading up to that. You've done it before sex. Exactly. What do y'all think? When would be the best time to ask a sexual partner, a potential sexual partner, how many? I don't even know of numbers. Shoot. When you over a certain age, do you know the numbers? Do you lose track? Do you actually like count? Like, I've had 2 sex partners. I had 100. How many sex partners is too much? I mean, a man ain't gonna tell you the truth anyway, so I don't know the answer to that question. So Steph has a good point. She said she doesn't ask how many. She said they just get tested and call it a day. Sensible and real. Because who cares about numbers? Some people may have had a whole phase. What if I had a whole phase, you know, like right after my divorce? You gonna hold it against me? I was safe and everything, but what if? Yeah, I don't think men are gonna tell the truth. And as far as a number is concerned, no way, you know, a man ain't gonna have no number. I've had, especially if he's in his 40s, what? You look like a damn fool counting. You are number 101. You are number 102. You are number 103. Who knows the number? Can your wholeness be deleted? I don't know. Your whole facts get erased. I don't know if that's possible. I mean, I guess if you could move to another town and pretend and get a whole bunch of new friends or whatever, but if you're in the same city and you know everybody, yeah. And when you come back, you still have the same whole facts, but your whole facts is like clear and empty in your new city. So I guess it can be erased. It can be manipulated, just like your credit report. It can be manipulated a little bit. Sex can be a touchy subject for some because we all have our thread. You're right. Everyone has their own boundaries. Everyone does their own thing. That's why we were arguing. Zills and I were arguing about that too. Like, I can't dictate what nobody does in their bedrooms, and nor do I want to. So, like this video, share this video, subscribe. I want to take questions, but I'm scared. I'm so scared. I don't know what. I'm scared. So, because I'm gonna make Zills answer the questions, honey. I'm gonna make Zills answer the questions. If you haven't had a large number of sex partners, then share what. Yeah, if you haven't, but what if you have? What if you had a lot? What if you don't know the number? What if you haven't had that many, but you just didn't keep track? What? And you're right. What makes a hoe a hoe? Does experience make you a hoe, or does that make you a good wife? What is it? What is it? And most men don't want to know your number anyway, unless it's a fact that now what you've done in your past sexually is none of my business. That may be true, Jerome. But what if you're out and the person you're dating is a hoe, quote unquote, and their number is extreme, probably like in the six figures, and everyone knows they're a hoe but you? Would you care? Do you care? You know, what if some of them people who have had your hoe before are, you know, your friends, and your hoe didn't tell? How would you feel? I mean, does it matter? Because you care about them anyway. You got to know your hoe. Let me stop doing it. But you know, does it matter? A hoe is determined by your mentality, not the numbers. True. Let me see here. I'm gonna tell you, I'm 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, you guys. I'm gonna take a few calls, see what y'all talk about. I'm scared though. 2 minutes. We're gonna make sure it's 2 minutes. And if it's not 2 minutes, y'all let us know in the comment section. 2 minutes. 347-817-2790. And the PIN number is 676-1484. Oops. Oops. Damn. 347-817-2790. PIN number 676-1480. Copy and paste.
Thank you. Joining the conference now. You are currently the only person in this conference.
The term hoes is used to degrade and control women. Men to do. No, I'm gonna call a man a hoe too. I'm gonna call men can be hoes too. Now it's not just a female thing. You saying it's used to degrade women? It's used to degrade men as well. Some men hoes out there. A man ego would not be able to take that he wife a hoe. He will wife a hoe, because some hoes have been wifed up in the past now. Men are the hoes. We not gonna man bash on here now. We got some male hoes, female hoes. I don't think hoe has a gender or race. Kim is a hoe that got wifed up. Which Kim? Kim Zolciak or Kim Kardashian? Oh, you said Kim Zolciak. Seems like the Kims, no, the Kims are out there. 347-817-2790. PIN number 676-1480. That's it. Nobody wants to call. I'm gonna hang up. Zills, men can be hoes. Zills is a misogynist. He doesn't like feminists. He hates feminism. Michelle, you know some straight men fucking other men now and their wives are okay with it. They're not straight men then, Christopher. They are gay men who happen to be married. Why would a straight man fuck another man? So, I mean, and if their wives are okay with it, that's a wife that's married to a gay man. I mean, there's a lot of gay men who marry women for, you know, their career or you know, because their families want them married or whatever. And if they're honest in the relationship, I can't be mad at them. If the woman is okay with it, what do we care? There are a lot of beards out there who choose to be beards. Straight men experiment just like straight women. But not every straight woman has experimented with a woman. So every straight man hadn't experimented with a man. So people are, you know, I think most gay men just assume that all men have a propensity to be gay. And I don't agree with that. So he said, tell Josh. I ain't telling Josh nothing. That's his channel. Josh run his channel. Bearding is legal. Exactly. You can't lock nobody up. It's saying invalid entry. Let me see. 347. Let me try another number then. Let me try another number. Okay, let's try this number. 646. Let me call it first. Okay. Call. So this number is 646-547-1640, and the PIN number is 376-8389.
Thank you. Joining the conference now.
See if
You are
this one
currently
works.
the only person in this conference.
I don't assume that a bisexual man automatically has a disease. Everybody needs to be sure they're clean. That's true. You can't assume. But caller 3931, turn your computer down.
Pardon me?
Hey, you're on the line. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from
Turn your computer down. Or your and listen to me on the phone.
Okay, the thing about it is that I'm calling you from one phone and I have you on the screen on my other phone.
Okay, so turn the phone totally down.
Away from each other.
Yeah, and turn it totally down. Put it on silent, and then just talk to me in the phone.
Okay. Turn the phone totally.
Yes, put the phone totally on silent.
Okay, about to do it right now. Hold on. Phone totally on silent. Silent.
Okay, so where you calling from today?
My question is, well, part of what we've been discussing, but I wanted to know, like, what do you think about dating outside of the race?
Personally, I don't, but I mean, I just feel like if that's what you want to do, have at it. I just want to put my faith in black males, but you know, if it comes to a point where I can't find one, I mean, I would knock it, but I don't want to. What about you?
And one more question. Thank you so much. One more question.
Yes. I don't know what's going on with that phone. Okay, her 2 minutes is up. Caller 0480. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Where are you calling from?
Thanks. I'm in Maryland right now, going to Howard. I'm finishing in May from doctoral school, but I'm from Detroit, so East Side, Santa.
Yes, congrats.
Thank you. But yes, I was watching your live the other day, and when you were mentioning that you was an executive assistant at the lottery place, I just thought that was so interesting. So I just wanted to see potentially if you would be willing to do like a story time, like I guess how did you get that job, and then like what happened, you know, like your experience there, and then like what happened.
Sure,
I guess maybe.
I don't know. I'll do a story time video. I thought I promise you, I've told this story so many times over the years, but yeah, I'll do a story time on it. It's gonna take me longer than 2 minutes to do it, but I will I'll do another video and talk about that. My days in corporate America.
Yeah, because I just assumed that it wasn't that many of us there, so I just would find that to be very interesting.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, so I'll be checking for that. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and say good evening to you.
Good evening, you. And I appreciate you calling. You don't have no relationship stuff you want to tell me about? I got questions, and I'm not really, astute on like relationships and stuff. And I know a lot of you have way more experience than I. So
what's your question? Because
if you were dating someone and they weren't honest about their sexual preference, right? If you were dating a guy per se, and they weren't honest with you about them being bisexual or gay, but you found out later after you became intimate with them, is that a crime?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I just got done grading papers, and my friend was over, and my friend told me on like 2 to 3 different occasions that he had relations with a transsexual, and he told me when he was intoxicated and drunk, and so, but then like when I see him, he kind of be pushing up on me, and so then I had to just let him know, like, you don't remember when you told me, and but the thing is, had he not told me out of his own mouth, I wouldn't have believed. Like, if I heard that from someone else, like a rumor, I wouldn't have believed it just because of how he conducts himself and the type of job that he has. So I feel like it's kind of a crime, him like pushing up on me,
morally or legally.
He told me when he was intoxicated.
So even though he is still attracted to women, does it bother you that he has had a sexual experience as such with a transgender person?
No, it doesn't bother me, but I would categorize him as a homosexual because ultimately he is having relations with the same gender. And so when he told me about it, he was just saying, because at first he was intoxicated when he was first told me about it, and he was contemplating on like whether he should go through with it. I'm like, yeah, maybe she had the surgery and it's removed. And then after the fact, he told me like, oh no, it was still there and it was little, but like he still went along with it. But I think that he doesn't consider himself that way because, like you just mentioned, like transsexuals really do look like women most of the time, and so he's like, hey, I'm attracted to a woman because she has big thighs and big butt, but I mean to each his own, to each his own. And so a lot of the times, I hope he do have family that's in Atlanta, but yeah, so a lot of the times he'll invite me out to like go to different baby showers and different things with his family, just I guess to be like a beer because his mother is like a pastor and stuff like that. So it don't bother me, I guess we have some type of exchange, like, oh yeah, I can go hang out with you as long as, so I guess ultimately it's important to just have that understanding, and as long as y'all sign up, everybody on the same page. But if they are deceitful and they tell you after the fact, then you don't want anybody that you can't trust.
That you can't trust, right? So if you were okay with it, it'd be fine, but since he told you and you're not okay with it, you still cool with him, you just don't want to date him.
Yeah, basically, I just think communication is key. So as long as they are transparent, then that's the key. But if they, don't be transparent, then you have to go, okay, well, what else could you potentially be hiding? Or, just being sneaky is not ever cute.
You're right. You're right. Well, thank you so much for calling, and I will definitely do that story time probably one day this week.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to it. Thank you for having me on the line, and take care.
All right. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye. Hello, caller 0534.
Hi. Am I live?
Yes.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Michelle.
Hey.
This is me from Sacramento, California.
Hey.
Listen, I've always thought here in California there was a crime not to tell if you're bisexual, transgender, or whatever, because a lot of people have gotten hurt by the exposing of their gender. Like I've heard horror stories about transgender women, especially not telling the men that they're transgender, and they hurt or they beat them to death. I heard horror stories, so I thought it was a crime because of that reason.
So it's a legal crime in California. Like if they don't tell you, they could go to jail, or is it just morally?
Yeah, maybe you would get hurt, deceiving people like that. Not to mention the diseases, because no one is going to tell you if they have gonorrhea or HIV or anything.
Have people actually got locked up for that?
Right. I've heard of men being with transgender women, and the women didn't tell that they were a man that's turned into a woman, and they have gotten beat down really bad. So you need to tell. So
but you need to. You should. You're supposed to. But I don't know that that's a lie if you don't. Like if somebody goes to call 911 and is like, this man in a wig just told me he was a woman, they're not gonna come and lock him up.
No, they wouldn't get a chance to lock him in the first place because if the man finds out that it's a transgender. And that would be the crime, fighting them. You see what I'm saying? Like I get what you're saying. It's a moral crime, like he should tell you, but I don't think that that's a legal issue. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but thank you so much for calling. Okay, well, Nick, thanks for taking my call. And you tell Joyce Josh, I met him. I was blocked this morning. I don't know why. Okay, but good night. You said you met him? I said I got blocked this morning. Oh, Josh, no. Tell him I said that. I don't know why I'm blocked because I subscribed to him when he first opened up his YouTube, so maybe it's a mistake. Tell him I said unblock me. Okay. Good night. All right, good night. Look, y'all know I ain't talking to Josh no more. Me and Josh are not friends, so don't be telling me what to tell Josh. I don't like him. Caller 1518, you are on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm Carmen. I'm from Mississippi.
Hey, Carmen.
I want to answer your question.
Okay.
It's not a crime. I wouldn't say a crime, but that person should be honest in the beginning. Mm-hmm. If they are bi or whatever their sexual orientation is, they should be honest up front.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. But we was like literally arguing, like he was like, people can get locked up for that. And I don't think no one can get locked up because my thing was, hell, half of Atlanta would probably be in jail right now. Lesbians who've been having sex with straight men and gay men who've been having sex with straight women. Like, what are you saying? Like, that is not a crime. It's a crime if you fight somebody or something because of their sexual orientation. That's a hate crime. So, I mean, I feel like people should be honest from the get-go, as far as, what their preferences are. And then, everyone has a chance to have their own, thoughts about the situation.
Yeah.
A choice.
Yeah.
But that's your own.
And I enjoy watching you. And I am glad I got you on the line.
Oh, thank you. Well, come back tomorrow, honey. I'll be here.
I will be back, get all of the notifications.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much for calling. All right, bye-bye.
You have a good evening.
You too, thank you. Somebody said, is Cordell Stewart straight? I don't know. He said he is. He said he is. Caller 6825, you're on the line. Greetings.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I thought this Jacqueline. I thought it was a discussion on disease. I did not hear the earlier part of it.
Okay.
So, I mean, I do believe that if a person allows you inside their body, that they should be able to ask questions and get an honest answer.
I do too.
But as far as
the legalities,
sex with somebody, I believe that everybody should go and get tested. Everybody.
Definitely.
I don't care what your orientation was before or after or whatever. That is the safest thing to do. And as far as things when I was speaking, I think I said something about chlamydia. For a woman, for a man, he may never have a symptom. For a woman, you can get cancer in your throat if it's oral. You can get cancer in your cervix if it can stop you from being able to have children. It's that serious. People think sex is very casual, and it's very, very serious. Very. You should really. It's not a fun thing when you get to it, and many people don't understand. Sometimes they'll have an ectopic pregnancy. So women should really protect themselves and really ask questions.
Women and men
feel guilty about asking a question to a man about what he's done.
You're right.
It doesn't matter if he's had sex with millions of people. Are you clean?
Right. And that's what I was saying. Like a lot of times, look, the number don't matter because they're gonna lie about that anyway. So we need to see those test results.
I appreciate you taking my call.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. She is so right. Wrap it up. And Jen said it best. Don't be what did you say? Don't be silly. Wrap your willy. Jen the goddess got bars. Caller 9088. You're on the line.
Good evening, guys and gals. How are you?
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing very well, Michelle. I was calling because of the question. I think I'm talking about bisexuality. So I think it's a crime. I was dating a guy, and I was looking through his phone one time, and I saw that he was looking at Craigslist, and there was guys bent over and stuff like that. So I asked him if he was gay, and he denied it and said that, well, not gay, but bisexual. He denied it and said that, no, his friend was looking at his phone. So, of course, after that, I just stopped talking to him altogether.
Wow. I look, a moment of transparency. I dated this guy one time. We went to the movies and everything. And it was a guy there that was looking really angry at him. And I asked him about the guy, and he said he was just staying there temporarily or something. I was like, hold up. And I never talked to him again. It was just too much. I mean, this guy was like wanting to beat me up kind of guy. Like he was like really feminine, but he was really big. I'm like, you know what? This is a no. So yeah.
Yeah, and this guy that I'm talking about, he played football. He was a real big, muscular guy. And then when I looked at his phone and saw his Craigslist ads that he was interested in, I was like, what?
Not the Craigslist, honey. That is too much. And where are you calling from again?
I am calling from College Park, Georgia.
Oh, you didn't want to tell me. Okay. I get it now.
No, I'm fine with it.
I get it now, honey. I get it. It's crazy. But peace be with you. Good luck out there in these dating streets, honey. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, but I promise you he is out there somewhere.
I know, right? We need to do that meet and greet.
We do. And child, let me get it together. I want to do it probably before I go to Essence. Let's figure it out. But yeah, we could do it. I think we can get it done. I might have it at Josh's spot, my ex-friend that I don't like no more. But I thank you for calling.
And I thank you for taking the call. You have a great night.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys, dog.
Thank you. You too. And thanks for sharing your story. Bye-bye.
All right.
Caller 3420. Oops. Caller 3424.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm good. Where are you calling from, and who am I speaking with?
Hi, my name is Sky. I'm calling from New York.
Hey, Sky. Did you get the gist of our crazy conversation?
Huh?
Did you get the gist of our crazy conversation?
Yes, I did, and this hits really home for me because one of my son's good friends is currently serving a 3 to 5 sentence for this same mess. He was dating a young lady. He brought her around to the cookouts, everything like that. But come to find out, he was born Emmanuel, not Trina, who we thought she was. Everybody's calling her Trina, but she was Emmanuel. And she kept telling him that she wanted to wait for marriage to have sex and things like that. And it was like crazy because the way the mother was explaining it to us is like she wouldn't undress in front of him, like she wouldn't, do anything that, because she still had her man part. So she wouldn't get undressed in front of him. She wouldn't like stay the night with him or what have you. It just so happened that one day they had gotten drunk and he went and put his hand down there and he felt what wasn't supposed to be there. And he beat her within an inch of her life. And they put him in jail.
So it was
he's now.
I'm sorry, go ahead. You said they put him in jail and what? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Now he's serving a sentence for 3 to 5 years for a hate crime, but she was deceitful. And it's like they're trying to get it appealed now because like she was telling him that she was a girl. She was born Emmanuel. How could you say your name is Trina and you was born Emmanuel? And like you kept saying you wanted to wait to have sex until you was married and stuff like that. And it was crazy because my son was like, Mom, he was talking about going ring shopping. I was like,
wow.
And it's like sad because he had a good job with the state and everything. He lost his job. He lost everything because this person was deceitful. And I think that is wrong. Yeah. I think if he should be in jail, she should be in jail too.
Right
next to him, in the cell next to him.
And I agree. And that was the conversation we were having. But I was like, it's not illegal for someone not to tell you. It's illegal to hurt them, and once you find out they lied, but it's not illegal for anybody to lie to you. People lie to you every day, but I do feel like it's some burden to be had on the person who carried that lie, and people should have a choice. Do they want to be in this relationship with this person? So yeah, it should definitely be spoken about. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's so sad because his life is ruined because she didn't want to tell the truth.
Yeah, that's awful.
It's so sad.
Well, I appreciate.
I hate Jamaican men. I can't deal with it. I date Jamaican men. I love a Jamaican man. I love Jamaican men. I love a Haitian man. Because they're more likely not to fool you. And then one of my questions when I start dating, I say, do you like boys too? And with a Jamaican man, that gets them they get offended. So
yeah, they get offended, but that don't mean they won't lie about it. But you're right. I would hope somebody would be honest and truthful. But yeah, I like Jamaican men too.
It's crazy. Really nice.
Yes, Jamaican men. They know how to spend money, honey.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Anyway, thank you for taking my call, dear.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Bye-bye. Caller 7258.
Hey, Michelle. This is Jerome.
Hey, Jerome. Jerome Tremel?
So I have a few things to say. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So about the last caller. So the man who beat the trans woman nearly to death, who's serving time right now, I just felt like he was wrong. Her telling him she is a woman is right if that's what she identifies as. Should she have told him she was born a man? Maybe. But after finding out, he wasn't forced to to beat her. Like that's a step that he did not have to take.
You're right.
He walked away. He just called her later. So for him to take the extra step.
But here's the thing: you can't tell anybody how to get mad when they've been wrong and disrespected. Like for a man, that is disrespectful for someone to deceive him that way. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like he was in a relationship with someone he didn't have a choice.
Yeah, but to be deceived doesn't equate to beating someone.
It doesn't. But you can't tell anybody how to be mad. Like murder is. But if you lie to somebody and they murder you, you can't say, "Oh, it's wrong for they murdered me because I stole their car." No, they murdered you. You know what I'm saying? So one wrong doesn't negate the other.
Yeah, but we also have to remember the fact that if she's telling him that she's a woman, it's because that's what she identifies as. She's a woman. So we don't know, like,
but okay, she identifies as a woman, but she has a penis. And that's how he found out. And to him, that was the ultimate deceit. Like, if he is not gay and he does not want a penis, then she should have told him. So for her to identify as a woman is one thing, but to identify as a woman, you got to come to him whole as a woman. If she had already had the operation and had a vagina, then it's a moot point. It wouldn't have even been a discussion to be had.
So let's be very clear. For me, I think that trans women should be upfront. That's just my personal opinion. However, if she identifies as a woman, even with not having the bottom surgery, the penis removed, whatever, her ID legally says female, making her a woman. So I think we need to be very careful about what we say, what is a woman or what's not a woman.
We shouldn't be careful about what is and what isn't a woman. We know what is and what isn't a woman. I mean, as a woman, everybody ain't a member of this club. It is what it is. And, I don't negate the fact that there are people out there who feel like they were born in the wrong body. That's them. But you cannot deny that there is physical differences between men and women. A man is a man and a woman is a...
We're talking about law. So we're these issues speaking about law. So it is legally law for a person who was born a man, who has not had the surgery yet, either top or bottom, to be identified as a woman on their ID legally as a woman. Legally name change, all that. That's legal. So we're talking about what's legal. But I want to get off that, and I just want to speak about the other topic at hand. So, I was researching, so there's no law that will prosecute you for not revealing your sexual identity or orientation to your partner. But I think we also need to take into consideration why they don't. Being bullied, ashamed, being outed. Even if a man did something with a man one time, it's just a one-time experience, it's like, oh, it's a no, he's gay, he's just an other. Even trans women have been killed and all other stuff just for identifying or saying that or being upfront. So we have to be very careful.
I get what you're saying, but you're being an apologist to the trans community without being an apologist for the straight, because just as they are harmed, the people who are harmed by dealing with them unknowingly are harmed as well. Emotionally, physically, psychologically. It's a lot to a straight man to be with what he perceives to be as a man, that he knows is a man with a penis. So how can you say it hurts one group without saying it hurts another?
That's not what I said. I mean, you maybe didn't.
You were going into the fact of trans getting murdered and all of that, and we know that. We know that is a fact. But black men get murdered every day too. We could talk about that if you're gonna create apples and oranges.
I wanted to that because those are the issues at hand. Those are alarming numbers when it comes to men.
It's an alarming number of black men being killed. So
what I'm saying is,
I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to stop and let you speak. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll shut up.
No, all I'm saying is when it comes to this situation specifically, we have more people in the LGBT community who are being harmed, killed, beat, all of those things. I research this all the time. I hardly ever see anyone from the other side who has been emotionally scarred by this or killing themselves. I really don't see those things happening. So that's why it's a bigger issue on the other side of this, because society has painted this picture of the or not having the rights that we should. So I think it's a touchy situation, but I feel like understanding from both sides will ultimately like bring the better solution in the situation. Because we can, no matter how we feel about any side of it, at the end of the day, those two people who are in those situations, like, and how they feel and whatever situation they're in, like that's what goes. We can feel one way or we can feel another way, but I'm just thinking about like legally what's out there, the facts that are out there. That's all I can speak from in my experiences.
Okay, but just like
it's wrong. I said that from the very beginning. So it is wrong to deceive. I think people should be upfront, very honest, so you don't have anything to hide. Well, I'm saying I understand why they don't sometimes. I've known.
But wait. Can I stop you right there? When you say you understand why they don't tell the truth, why can't you say, well, I understand why they got their ass beat? I understand. You understand what I'm saying? If you're going to be an apologist on one side, think about both sides. Both are wrong equally.
No, it's not that. I can't understand why a person could be angry. I can't understand why a person can feel deceived, but I don't tolerate violence at all. So that's not me just not saying, like, I would never be able to say, I understand why that man beat her ass, or I understand why this woman beat. I can't understand it because I just don't tolerate violence at all. I understand frustration, I understand anger, I understand all those emotions, but to physically harm someone, and like the last caller said, almost to death.
But that's just, I mean, I get what I don't condone violence either, but if somebody break in my house, I'm gonna kill them. You understand what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you can't tell somebody how to feel violated. If they're violated, they're violated. Period. That's just like saying if a man rapes a woman and he kills her, she shouldn't have raped him. You can't state one violence is worse than the next.
But deceiving someone isn't violent.
To you, it isn't violent, but to them, they've been violated. Their sexuality, everything about it is a violation.
Violated is being violent. Someone harming someone.
They are harmed. We can agree to disagree because I'm not even a man, and I feel harmed by because I'm done. But thank you, Jerome.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. I don't want to be lying. I mean, loud and yelling. I don't want to be doing all that. My neighbors probably sleep. It's quiet hours in our building. Quiet hours started 30 minutes ago. Yes, 6332. I need a wine glass, child. I done got the bottle.
It's amazing, Grace in the building.
Hey, Grace. Hey, Grace.
Okay, I wasn't even going to call about the last caller because I was just going to answer your question about is it illegal if you dated somebody and then come to find out that they had dated somebody of the same sex as them?
Mm-hmm.
Before I can get to that, okay, the caller that just hung up, there is a such thing as temporary insanity. I work with this type of group all the time, and he says he did his research. People do certain things. People have gotten off for having temporary insanity and doing something that they wouldn't normally do based off of them being feeling like upset or angered by something someone's done. So, for example, the instance about the lady and the man put his hands down and felt that it was a penis. Now, if he would have killed that woman, man, if he had a good lawyer, they could have really pushed the temporary insanity. There's been a lot of people that have gotten off on that, and I just think that in today's world, everybody want to be so sensitive about certain things. But one thing is very clear: you shouldn't walk around, and you should not be. You need to be very open on who you used to be and who you are now. You put men, especially men, in a very compromising situation when you were born a male and now you are a woman, but you still have a penis. They're thinking that they're dating a woman, period. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that anybody can say about that. And if they're not being upfront and honest, and then they lay down and then they touch some balls and they touch their penis, they might have temporary insanity and beat the hell out of their ass. And who's to blame for that? You You can't say it's the man, because that transgender puts themselves in that position. There's a lot of people that does sex work that is transgender, and they're getting murdered because they're not telling the people, their clients, that they're really a male. And temporary insanity, they see, whoa, they have that, and they will end up being killed. So it's like, why should we have to be super sensitive about their situation and not be sensitive to the heterosexuals that are going through the same thing? Like, I don't get where he was like trying to compare apples to oranges. I don't get that.
Right. And that was my point. I'm like, if you're going to talk about one, and then talk about the other.
Everybody has to, they're making it now in the media that everybody has to be sensitive to them, but they have to realize that they're putting themselves in this situation for someone to want to beat their ass. Now, do I believe that do I believe in violence? No. Do I believe, but even probably some people that don't even believe in violence probably would have got their ass whooped for they sticking their hands down in their pants and finding a dick and balls. Like, come on, let's be realistic. Stop walking around and not being truthful with the people that they're choosing to want to start a relationship with. That's period.
That's period.
Be honest, because you might get your ass whooped if you are being deceiving to someone that you are dating. Like that, I don't get why we have to be sensitive to them because, they identify as a woman. You're not a woman. You don't have a vagina like me. You do not. You don't. So let's just be clear on that. Be open and honest, and maybe some of those instances will not happen. Like, am I living in a twilight zone? And why do we have to be so sensitive to them? The heterosexual is just as victimized as they are.
Yeah, and that's the point I was making. Both are victims.
Like, are you kidding me?
To me, one is more of a victim because he didn't have the choice. The person
that's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. And let me just be clear. I work with this group, this community a lot, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go into detail what I do, but I deal and I have classes, and I have to go into court for these same cases. And a lot of times, believe it or not, some of the heterosexuals that are in the case, they will be found not guilty for temporary insanity because transgenders, the ones who haven't gotten the actual surgery, have put themselves in a position to where they are not being truthful. Mm-hmm. And so if the person just stumbles upon what is real on their body part, they might get slapped upside their head. And I'm not saying that that's okay, but what I'm saying is it's a temporary insanity moment. That means that they wouldn't likely go out in America and just shoot up or beat up on people, but the situation has caused them to put harm and put their hands on someone based off of what they've done to them, and that's how they've gotten off, if they have a good lawyer. So let's just be very clear. These transgenders know exactly what they go out and do. I talk to them a lot, and they say they don't tell for a reason. So I don't want to hear all that. I don't know why we have to be so sensitive to what they're doing. Like okay, anyway. So back to what you were saying.
Look, thank you so much, Grace, because you eloquently said everything that I was thinking, and I'm sorry.
But why do we have to be so sensitive to them? I'm getting tired of that, man. Like, we have to walk around on eggshells because they want to identify as a man or a woman, and they're running game on so many people and ruining so many people's lives based off of them trying to walk around like, they're not really a man, they're not really a woman, and then when the person that they're dating finds out, then they're mad. You can't tell somebody how to react.
Right.
Period.
Right. I agree.
So anyway, I just want to say one thing about what you were saying about, is it a crime that if you were dating a guy and then you find out that they were like dating, like they were with the same sex? It's not actually a crime, I don't think, but
morally.
But I think it is a moral crime.
Yeah.
I think it is a moral crime because if I didn't, I would almost feel like uncomfortable at that point, because unless I told you that I was open to that, then me finding out after I've been intimate with you that you've done something, I would feel really, really horrible. And I would hope that people would not. I just think everybody just needs to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just be honest.
Yeah. Make it a level playing field. So if, everybody has the option to do what they want to do. If they want to still continue.
And remember this, Michelle.
Yes.
Back to the transgender. Just remember this. And this is for anything. 9 times out of 10, people are never going to be honest with you. You know why? Because they're scared that you would not talk to them. Now, if you think that somebody would not talk to you and you feel the need that you got to lie, well, hell, they wasn't going to fuck with you in the first place. Let's be clear. Mm-hmm. So be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're lying because you know that if you told the truth, 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't fuck with you.
You're right.
Period.
You are right. So somebody said like a married man cheating.
Exactly, and then mad because you get your ass whooped. Please, I wish I would.
Well, thank you so much, Grace.
Michelle, I love you much.
Love you too.
Okay.
Bye-bye. 8359. Hello.
Yo, what's going on, Michelle? How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you? Who am I speaking with?
I'm good. This is Noir King calling from Los Angeles. How you doing?
Hey, Noir King. I'm good. So what would you like?
All right, so listen, look, Amazing Grace stole my thunder because I was literally calling in to say exactly what she just said. And I need to make a clear understanding to people that keep saying in the comments like, oh, well, transgender women get beat up all the time. Okay, y'all need to be held accountable for what y'all do. Let's take account to the fact of the guy that was saying, that transgenders get beat up all the time, but he's not taking into account that the things that they do is why they're not accepted. Like, let's go back to the Bobby Valentino situation. All of that could have possibly got his ass beat. Like, no lie. You're out here exposing people on the internet, doing what you want to do. Like,
and who we talking about the Rima person, right? Not Bobby.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Well, I just said Bobby Valentino because when you put in a situation like that, you don't know where your mind is gonna go. Like, men aren't really that good at handling emotions, so you expect to put a man in a situation like that where he's thinking he's fucking with a woman, and then you turn around and you say you're a man. Men literally go from one extreme to the next. It's either 0 or 100. Ain't no gray area in between.
And all they see is boobies.
Take that choice away from me and put me in a situation to where now I don't know what the hell to do. Men literally snap in situations like that. Y'all don't know that because y'all not men. So don't speak on my behalf and take away their choice. The dating selection is already hard enough for black men with us being incarcerated, with everything else that's going on in this world. It's hard for us. Why take that situation away from me because you want to fucking be out here playing games? Like, don't play them games with men like that. That's all I got to say. Like, in these days now, when IDs are getting changed, birth certificates are getting changed, that is your opportunity to step to me off rip and say, listen, I was born this way. If you want to still fuck with me, fuck with me. If not, cool. Give me that choice. Do not take away my right. Because when you take away my right, you take away my right to not beat your ass. That's just the way it goes.
Well, there you go.
Accountability. That's all it is.
Yeah, I agree. Accountability I agree. You can't tell nobody how to get mad. Like I said, they can steal your car, your house, whatever. And it's always a possibility you're going to get hurt, period. So you can't tell nobody once you cross them how to respond. I mean, I'm not saying that violence is the answer, but I mean, it is what it is.
Just live in your truth. Everybody live in their truth, hold accountability. And this whole thing of, you can't do this to me because I'm this way in acceptance and all this. Why? Like, don't put people in a situation to where you have to fight for your life. Like, be smart about it. If you want to be you. But give me my choice and give me my right to choose what the fuck I want.
Right.
That's all I got to say.
Right. And thank you so much for contributing. I appreciate your call.
No problem.
Thanks. Woo, that was deep. We finally got a man to speak on it, and I agree with the man. Like, I'm really like you can. Anyway, let me stop talking. I'm gonna let them talk. Caller 4802. Hello? Hey, how are you?
Hello, Michelle. This is from Diamond.
Hi, Diamond.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Listen, what I want to say is what women and men both need to understand in this day and age, people are not honest. Okay, it's up to you to do whatever you do. I don't know if there's a time frame and you not having sexual encounters with people or not or whatever, but you know what? I was married for over 25 years. I never really knew the person I was married to.
Wow.
So who are you to say you meet someone and now that we're all older, we're all older, or most of us are older, and we're so much more mature. A lot of times we're putting that gap of having sex or intercourse with someone minimal. And we still don't know that person.
That's true. And
I think that we have to take responsibility. That we have to no, I'm not, whatever happens, it's on me. Seriously. Because people lie. We are in a world today of evil.
And I said that too, both partners need to be held accountable. It's not just on one person.
Yes.
They both do. And if you need to do your due diligence, and it is what it is, but it's horrible.
Right. And exactly. But my thing is that I have to take accountability for me because I live in my world. Do you understand?
Right.
I live in the world, and I have to create the world that I want to live in. Forget about him or her or whatever. But it's I think a lot of times we just minimize, being intimate with people. Oh, well, it's been a week, or it's been a month, or it's been 2 months. 25 years, really? Are you really going to tell me you know someone after a month?
Right.
And you're going to open yourself up to someone who you've only known, and you don't even know them. They're still showing you their representative, and they're going to show you for as long as they've been rehearsed on showing you their representative.
But I believe that people show themselves differently. I don't know if it's, a month versus 20 years or whatever. I was married for 10 years, and I feel like I have the same experience as you. And then, and then they met someone else and they were together after 2 or 3 months. So you can't really say what someone's attraction is. There are a lot of people, it's like kismet. They meet and they are immediately, they know each other. It's like they've known each other since they were born. And you don't know what knowing someone really is. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's 10 years or 2 months, you can't really dictate that. That's why I never put a time frame on anything, but you're right.
You can't put a time frame on it. And that's what I want people to understand. There's no time frame on it. It really isn't. Longer is better, seriously. It's really important for you to get to know someone. Because let me just tell you something. Say, for instance, someone for a month, 2 months or whatever, and they're a transgender person and you don't know that. Say, for instance, they're a person who had herpes. Well, you got herpes for the rest of your life. So remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you just don't know. You don't know what you're going to come encountered with. And you don't know. You don't want someone to come in, people say, you have the right, if someone comes in and they present themselves as a man and they're a woman, or a man or woman status, a man, and you lose it, that's your life. That's your life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's going to be ever changed.
Right.
Okay? So we just need to sometimes maybe move slower, and you know what I'm saying, and really move slower and just really move slower. I think sex is overrated.
You think?
Oh, yes, I do. It's totally overrated. And so I love you, Michelle. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
I just wanted to add that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your call, and I appreciate your input, because you made me think about a lot of things.
Have a good night. I'm listening, okay?
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Caller 1943. Hello.
Oh, hey. How you doing? This is Perez Arnaz over there in the comments from Stone Mountain. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today? What would you like to talk about?
I'm good. First of all, let me say I appreciate you and your platform.
Thank you.
All that stuff and things like that. So the conversation tonight was really interesting.
It really was. Y'all enlightened me a lot.
It touches a nerve with a lot of people because everybody sees, the transgenders or whatever in the community, and what they want, what they like, and stuff like that. So Black women, I think it feels like that there's a new competition in town now. But to be honest with you, they're really not that much competition.
They're not competition at all.
Right. If you're a straight man versus a straight woman, that's what y'all do. You can't interrupt that cycle. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are a down low trade type of person, then you get into a different realm dealing with people. Now, if you approach somebody as an unhonest person and then you suffer the repercussions
for doing that, then I think that's where that person falls into being deceitful. Like the comments have been saying all night, it's like, okay, well, why would you do somebody like that?
Right. And I feel like any deceit, it can be lying about your sexuality, it can be lying about anything, just any deceit. Like it's just like
anything.
If it is offensive to that person, you can't tell that person how to respond. Like you can't tell anybody how to be mad. You cannot. So whether it's stealing $5 out your purse or whatever, like you can't. Like some people are gonna react in the way they feel is best for them to react. No one says it's right, but to them, it wasn't right for you to deceive them. So your harm is just as great as the harm they plan to do to you for what you did to them. So I don't understand the logic.
That's my thing. And I in Atlanta, I like the trade boys and things like that. And, but I never say, well, I'm a female.
Mm-hmm.
I never tell them, I never deceive them. Because, if you don't want me, you're not going to want me, period. I'm not going to deceive you and tell you, I'm something that I'm not.
And that's my point. I just feel like as long as people are honest and give everybody a choice to make their own decisions, then we all should be able to coexist and live peacefully. All this violence against one group versus the other, all this competition against one group versus the other. At the end of the day, I had a conversation with a young lady who is trans, and we were talking about this guy that was cute. And she was like, well, if I went out with him, would you want to go out with him? And I was like, if y'all were like intimate and all of that, no, I wouldn't, because I feel like if he wants you, he doesn't want me. And that was our discussion simply because I know she's pre-op or whatever. So in saying that, I know that she's honest about it. You understand what I'm saying? So I wouldn't expect for a man who would want to, I don't know. I'm crazy. I just want a man who's straight and who wants a straight woman. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm not, in judgment of somebody who doesn't want that or who wants a woman who has a penis. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all confusing to me. But at the end of the day, it's just like, if that's what they like, just be honest about it. And then the people can choose at their will.
Choose at your will. Choose at your will.
Yes.
It's like, just tell them what you are, because most of the things that are going on these days is like, okay, you can meet somebody on a little app or on a phone line and stuff like that. So you can just be upfront and honest with them because they don't know where you stay.
Right.
Just tell them what's up. You don't have to come at them like that. But and then you get these freaky guys that, no judgment here, I'm just saying. They go to the swingers clubs and they want to try a little extra stuff in the evening and what they want to do. So it riles up. People in the other communities, that trans communities, gay communities, stuff like that, they rouse up their curiosity, so they want to go out there and try certain things, stuff like that. So that's the power behind people putting on fronts and shit like that, because they want to see what's out there and do all the type of shit and see what they can get, because everybody's trying to score.
Right.
Everybody's trying to get what they want to get. Like, oh, bitch, I got this, so and so and so, I'm gonna eat this and that other thing. I used to fuck with a married man that was fine as hell years ago, and I said, he was married, but I said, you know what?
But even with that, like,
trying to take me to trips and stuff. I said, you know what? I can't do this. He knew what time it was with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I can't do this. I can't go into that realm because I can't fight. I respect her enough to say, well, you done help him raise his kids and all this type of stuff like that. I can't do that.
Right. And that's what I was about to say. The woman is the victim in that situation, because if you two are in consensual relations and the woman has no clue, then, it's like, then she's being deceived, and he can't be mad if she goes and get a 45. Let me stop. But, it's just horrible, like that it has to be so much deception.
What if she does have a clue? No, she knows what's going on.
Well, if she does have a clue, that's her choice to stay and live in that situation, in that triangle. And there you have it. But the point is don't be deceptive and to be honest. It's a lot of women who choose to stay in relationships that are similar to that. But, no judgment, as long as that is their choice is one thing. But if he's being deceptive and doing all of this behind her back or whatever, it's another. So Because you can't dictate what anybody does in their household or in their, bedrooms or whatever. And if their relationship is surviving, with that level of honesty, so be it. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take anything to be honest. It doesn't take any money to be honest with people.
Right. Right.
So just tell them what it is. It's so many other people that's on your level and that like to do what you like to do. And if somebody doesn't like to do that, then don't fuck with them. Right. You don't have to do that. Right. Don't fuck with people like you. So, Michelle, I appreciate you taking my call. Thank you so much. I love your platform.
Thank you.
And I wish you well.
Oh, thank you.
I'll keep watching, okay?
All right. And thank you for calling. Bye-bye.
All right. Good night.
Caller 8508, you're on the line.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Well, my name is Genesis. I'm calling from Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey, Genesis. How you doing?
Well, I just wanted to say everything has really been touched, but the line and the seed of it all is just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's my only issue. Like I said, people choose to do whatever they want to do. I can't sit and say you can't do this, that, and the third in the privacy of your own home or hotel or wherever you choose to do it. But, again, like when it gets to the point where
you involve an innocent person into it, that's
right.
what I have an issue with,
Exactly.
It's like when a person is trying to build something with another person and they thinking that you're this when you're actually that.
Right. And that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate.
It causes problems. And that's why I don't understand how the guy who was with the person and then they ended up like going to jail based on the fact that they found out that the person was a male.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you violated that person. You didn't give him that choice. You didn't give him the option to say whether or not he was down for it, but you took that away from him.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't able to defend himself in a way. And I'm with the caller when they said that they snapped. It was a moment of insanity because you're thinking you're with someone of the opposite sex, and then when they pull out the same thing that you have,
I mean,
it's a problem.
We could take the male versus trans female off and think about it as if it was a woman and another and a trans to male. You know what I'm saying? A female to male. You know what I'm saying? What if she passed and was lying to me? You know what I'm saying? And presented themselves as a man. How would I feel? I would want to kill the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like if
my point is exactly. But my thing is this too. There are some that are male by day and female by night, and then there are some who feel a certain type of way if you call them man or sir or this and the other, but your actions show that you are a man. You act as a man just accordingly to whenever you choose to be a female. So I don't see why you should feel some type of way about that, about the way you're dressed when you carry yourself so loud and boisterous and manly, and then you have a problem with the way someone calls you or addresses you. And then there are some transsexual, transgender. I'm so not in the loop because there's so many different names nowadays. You have transsexual, transvis, polyamorous. I don't know. It's so many different names. But my issue is, okay, if you claiming to be a woman, you want to be a woman, but you have sex. I mean, not your sexual preference. I'm not getting to that. But you give and you receive. You want to be.
But I guess the logic behind that is that being a woman isn't dictated by sex. But I don't know the logic behind it. But if they say they identify as a woman by buying breasts and putting on makeup and a wig, then that is what I don't know the answers. That's why I have so many questions. I don't know the answers.
It's so confusing. But you know what? There are some who really are getting a bad name by some people who are giving that community a bad name. So men or other people are looking at them totally different based on their experience that they've had with certain transgenders or certain trans people. So they don't know how to respond or act based on all of the things that they've gone through.
Yeah, that's true. Because, you know, most women, even trans women, don't walk around talking about they did. It is what it is. So we just...
Exactly.
So,
and, you know, I mean, kudos to the real ones. Kudos to whomever. But just be open and honest, and it'll take you a long way in life.
That's true. That's true. Well, I certainly appreciate your call. And thank you for...
Thank you, and you enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. You do the same. Thank you.
All right.
That is my...
You're the only person in this conference.
I answer all the calls. I love it when I answer all the calls. I be hanging in there. I am a trooper, and it is 12 a.m. And I'm going to finish this bottle of Sweet Red Blend and watch Fear the Walking Dead and think and argue with Zills and finish writing up this syllabus and do some blog posts and edit some pictures. See, I got all this to do. I ain't going to bed till 4 in the morning, and then I'm going to get up at 11. So anyway, life of a blogger. Y'all want to know, this is what I do. Well, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all answering my question. I appreciate the interesting dialogue. Thank you, Jerome, for calling. Thank you to all the callers. Thank you, Wakanda. Thank you to everyone who donated. Wait a minute. Wait. Now I can't even find her. But I certainly appreciate you. This topic really opened my eyes. Yeah, Jerome Tremel, like I don't mind the dialogue, Noir King, and I appreciate you calling as well, because I get to see it from both eyes. Everybody's gonna fight for what they feel is that, you know, the right and what position interests them the most, and it is what it is. And I'm just on the side of, you know, Black girl magic, and, you know, Jerome might be on this side and Noir might be on this side, and everybody's on this side and everybody's on this side, and we're all discussing it from our perspectives. No, I don't know if anybody's right or wrong. We just, you know, at least we can agree to disagree and live our lives and, you know, be able to talk about it and discuss it. And I appreciate everyone. And thank you again. And like this video, subscribe to the channel, join us tomorrow for some other random dialogue. And yeah, visit straightfromtheA.com. Don't forget to visit straightfromtheA.com. And Zills has the link to the Blogger Masterclass that we're working on. We'll talk about that again on another day, but tonight was a great conversation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And good night. Bye.